we discussed actually yesterday if it's good to start a presentation with an introduction. So, and there seems to be different opinions about that. Some people say you should start with a story. I'm going to do this in the next talk that I have. But this time I will start with an introduction because there are also new faces in the room that I don't know, so maybe I should introduce myself. I'm managing partner at KMA. We provide knowledge management, consulting, training, and I specialize in wikis. I have been very active in the Semantic MediaWiki community for now almost 20 years. Next year is going to be my 20-year anniversary for that, actually. I also research knowledge graphs and wikis at the University for Business in Vienna, and I give lectures also at the University of Applied Sciences. What we call knowledge wiki is just a stack of open source extensions, so we don't have any proprietary extensions that we use, so we really are very focused on getting the best open source extensions that are out there based on MediaWiki, and partnering with Jeffrey, we also provide MyWikis Europe, the wiki hosting that is in the, on Austrian servers, GDPR compliant. I want to talk about a use case today. So I think yesterday was quite technical, so this time it will not be technical at all. More about the use case. I want to show you some screenshots of the solution that is obviously not available on the internet, and I'll tell you a little bit what's under the hood. So what is this ministry? This is, in the US, you have the Pentagon. In Austria, in Vienna, we have the Octagon. So it's an 8-faceted building that holds a lot of ministry departments. And this is the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Mobility and Infrastructure. So it has is divided in 4 directorate generals. One is the Executive Committee and International Affairs. Then you have Mobility, you have Innovation and Technology and Transport. With this link, you can, you can read more about the building. It's only in German. That's from the Vienna History Wiki that we celebrated last year in Vienna, if you were at the conference. So what does it mean? Innovation, we have an Austrian registry for space objects. So I don't know what that is exactly, but we have that. You have something like in research policies, space technology. I mean, the Austrians are, I don't think, very famous for space technology, but we have some companies and we have some regulations also in place here. Mobility, that's a larger part, obviously. So we have transport concepts, mobility master plan, climate ticket, which is a very nice invention, actually. I use it a lot. So we as citizens can buy this climate ticket and we can use all public transport all over Austria for the whole year. So it's really great. I don't need to care about tickets anymore. We have transport, aviation, cableways, railways, roads, waterways, and all that goes with it is in the realm of this ministry. So, and the organizational chart looks like this. The wiki we did was for this sub-department. So there are like 15 people, but those 15 people are in this internal department that has to manage the knowledge of the whole ministry, basically. Why? Because this subdivision is called Services Office. In this department, and the Services Office, there is an email address that's publicly available for citizens, so it's a central contact point to the ministry for businesses, for citizens. So they have citizen services, so first level support, writing via the services in writing, so to this email address, and also there's a free hotline if you have any questions about the climate ticket or whatever. You're gonna reach this department, and they also support some other activities. So what is the solution? The interesting part also is that the people there working at the service office, they said we want to use a wiki. We want to do this in a more modern way. So So it was not a top-down approach, but the people really said, we want to have this. And then they reached out, and we came to the following solution. It looks quite familiar to some of you because it uses the chameleon skin. It's a responsive skin with the Bootstrap framework, so no big fancy web design, just a straightforward chameleon. I did some translations here, so you have here the information. So actually this is the main part, the wiki pages holding various information from all of these aspects where the ministry is in charge. You have documents. The documents are, you can see, uploaded PDF files, but if you click on upload and you upload a file and you click on edit, then you will be sent to a page form where you can add metadata. We have here some shortcuts to their duties schedule where they have their attendance schedule, meeting minutes, help pages, and then some suggestions. And then there is a news section, and we have some expired content. That's quite an interesting idea that they had. They want to have something like an expiry date for content. This is an example. What this is about the climate ticket. This is in German, unfortunately, but you have some, what is the climate ticket? Yeah, how would you answer questions regarding the climate ticket? It's a kind of a blueprint and some links also. And here we have this fact box. It says valid from, valid to. So this is the date until they think or know that this, at least this information is going to be valid. We have some topics that you can click on, and then you would have topic pages that would list all the relevant information for topics. We have keywords, arbitrary keywords that are also clickable, and then you would also see all the content for the keywords. You have the organizational unit that is in charge for this information, and also a contact person. And they also have a link that they can put into their electronic records, document and records management system to say this is the current state of this page and the documentation that we have on this topic. Yeah, and we use the data tables result format a lot, so which is quite nice. So you can have the metadata and you can filter your table what you want to look at with these keywords or topics or type of information that you have here, or type of document. What's also interesting very often is that even if the organizational structure should be known inside of the ministry, and it is known, it is something that people want to have in their wiki because they want to relate topics and information to the right organizational units. So we really have all of the organizational units in the ministry in there, and there we have the main information about the organizational units. We have the subdivision units, and then we have contacts, people, the head of the unit, for example. We have some information and documents that are assigned to this specific unit. So you have all in one place, and you would have still space to write more here about this organizational unit, maybe what they're in charge of and things like that. So, and this is all done basically automatically. If you tag the content with this organizational unit, it will just show up here. Yeah, so what is under the hood? There's MediaWiki 139 currently. I always only use the long-term support versions. I don't even actually try out the versions in between, to be honest. I use Semantic MediaWiki in the current, in this case, 5.01. We use this list widget and data tables result formats a lot. We use other result formats as well, but you have seen this list widget. That's the one here. That's, I think, quite nice to display some, kind of alphabetical list. That's nice. We use the chameleon skin that is, I think, very widely used across our community. We use Elasticsearch, so we have the serials and the advanced search extensions, of course, in place. We use page forms. You can see it here. One example of how the metadata gets added, so pretty straightforward. Forward page forms is a game changer. We have heard yesterday there is another forms extension, WS form or flex form. I'm sorry, flex form, also great forms extension. So you have a choice here. We also use approved graphs. We tried out the page approvals extensions of Professional Wiki, which I liked a lot, but the people there said no, they want to have a different approach. They liked the approach of the approved graphs extension better, so we use this. Maybe two more highlights: enhanced upload by HelloWelt, Safe Spinner by Wikitech. So you can see we use the best things that we can get. Safe Spinner is just a really small extension that when you click on save, you have a spinner. But I think it's really a great thing because people wait. Is it doing something? Safe Spinner is just great. Enhanced upload is just great. It makes the upload process so much easier than in the regular MediaWiki environment. So all in all, we have 84 extensions. Not every one we use, but we have this stack of 84 extensions that we might use and we might need. So we roll this out. Semantic glossary I didn't manage here. So you always have in knowledge bases abbreviations or some terms that are very specific, and semantic glossary allows you to highlight this. So if you mouse over here, then you will be redirected to a page where this is explained. This is nice. And also here you can see this is from the approved graphs extension. So this is the approved and the latest version, and it was approved of this person on this date, and the page is valid until this and this date. And then they have a list of pages that are outdated and have to be reworked, or another valid by date is being set. Yeah, so we have heard yesterday about Bucket, a new way of doing things. I want to invite you to look at this manual page, Managing Data in MediaWiki, that I started several years ago, because I just wanted to make it transparent what options you have. Semantic MediaWiki is the oldest one. We're actually celebrating 20 years now. Wikibase, we heard about Wikibase yesterday a lot. It's also not the latest one, so it has been around for some time. It powers Wikidata. We have heard about Cargo yesterday. It is more the relational database model. Those two are more the knowledge graph and semantic web ideas. And there are some smaller ones. One is visual data. The interesting thing about visual data is it uses JSON and JSON schema to store data in pages. So it's an interesting approach, but I don't think the community is really there yet. And we've heard Bucket yesterday. So we should probably edit this page to add the information about Bucket. Also, I think there is no real community yet, but we've heard this yet. But for the purpose of this wiki, probably we could have used, maybe not all of them, but we could have, it was done with Semantic MediaWiki. We could have used Cargo probably. We could have used visual data. I don't know about Bucket so much. I don't think we could have used Wikibase, and this is, I think, an important part, because many times I meet people who say, well, there is now Wikibase, so we want to do everything with Wikibase, and I say, well, but it's not made for this. So if you would imagine doing this with Wikibase, it would be very complex, and you don't have this, this textual information alongside with metadata. Wikibase is only about metadata. You can have some text field. So I really do think that Wikibase is great for some things, but for this kind of use case, it's obviously would be much too complex or even impossible to do this with Wikibase. So this is really where Semantic MediaWiki shines. Often organizations do not really need semantic web standards or something like that, so they might go with cargo if it's just a relational thing. You want to have data in or out. But yeah, I'm a semantic MediaWiki enthusiast, so I don't see any reason why I should not use semantic MediaWiki. Even if there were some problems addressed that we are also aware of. I mean, performance problems are not really a thing here. We don't have, I don't know, 50,000 users editing simultaneously or whatever, so it's a nice smaller wiki. So there's really no reason not to use semantic MediaWiki, and we use it for, not myself, but the people inside in this room use it for hundreds of and thousands of wikis that work quite well. So, yeah, I invite you to sponsor Semantic MediaWiki also. We have some sponsors in this room also. You can either donate time, which some of the mentioned companies here do. So KMA, we do that, RGXL does it, Gesin IT does it, Professional Wiki does it. So if you donate time because you have resources, please do so, and you can be an official sponsor. You can also donate money. There is an open collective where also we have organizations that, and also individuals who donate money that goes currently mostly towards the release management. But yeah, make sure to provide something back also to the community. I want to invite you also to an online event next Tuesday. It's going to be in German, so it's only for the German speakers. We do something that we call knowledge partnership meetings. So we reach out to knowledge managers, and this time we're going to have it online, and it's free of charge. So you just have to sign up. And it's going to be about legal knowledge management. So we will have someone from an international lawyers company telling us how they do knowledge management in their organization, and then I will show some use cases where I use wikis for legal topics. Yeah, so if you understand German, you're welcome to join this next Tuesday. And yeah, thank you very much. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. Oh, microphone.
Okay, thank you for the nice presentation. However, I miss our company on the sponsors slide, but no problem. You have one slide with under the hood, I think was called. You have this keyword list over there. Is this a curated list? Is this a free list? Is this thesaurus, or what's behind this one?
Yeah. The keywords below are really free keywords, and this topical list is a curated list. The current implementation, because there are only 15 people using it, is that it's actually an open list. But they will get suggested what has already been there, already entered there, and they are very. Some of those people there are very tech savvy, so they will do things in the wiki that I didn't even teach them. So they're really looking into this stuff, yeah. So they know how to get rid of things that they want to have differently there. But both is possible. They actually wanted a curated list, but I said, let's just start adding the topics that you want, and the curated list will emerge, because you don't mistype, or you just 15 people, so you agree basically on the topics. But it would be possible to say this is a curated list and you have a drop down or whatever, or you only can select those that are predefined. Yeah.